Hi everybody, I'm Kash. I want to talk to you today a little bit about certain things that just to get you to think a little bit outside of your normal comfort zone on why you need to achieve certain goals and why are you not achieving certain goals. So before we can really move forward, what I'd really like you to do now is get out a pen and paper and really with your own standards, write down where are you from 0 to 10 on your own standards. Like what is a 10 in your mind that you would ultimately like to achieve, okay? Some people, it might be, I want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Other people, it might be, look, I just want to fit in my clothes. I want to play with my kids and not be winded. I want to bend down and tie my shoe and not be gasping for air. So whatever the 10 is for you, you need to write down right now, where are you at from 0 to 10, and be brutally honest with yourself. You never can move forward and really be your best if you really don't know where you are and really be real with yourself. Number 2, you need to be, once again, very specific. Where do you want to be 3 months from now? You know, whenever you're watching this video, it could be sometime in the distant future, or it could be here we are in March. So you really need to think about it and write it down. Be very specific. We're talking weight, inches, clothes size, and visually. Be sure you visualize where do you want to be 3 months from now. It's a great roundabout number. If somebody can't commit to a 3-month goal, they're not going to commit to anything. That's the longest of the shortest term goals. So be sure you know and the specifics on why do you need to look this way, where do you want to be 3 months from now, okay? Write that down. Number 3, why do you need to do this? Why is it a must and not a should, okay? People always say, I should lose weight, I should go on a diet, you know, I should eat better, I should do this, I should be more active, and they just never do it. They never prioritize. I'm asking you, why do you need to do this, okay? Why do you need to look this certain way? Why do you need to be able to wear certain clothes? Is it to pick up on somebody? Is it to impress someone? Is it just for your own, you know, personal accomplishment? What is it? Is the reason why you need to do this. Number 4, what are you willing to give up to achieve this goal? This is a tough one. A lot of people really don't know, you know, like, I don't want to give up anything. Well, you're not going to get anything for nothing. So if this is big enough for you, and if you want to prioritize it and make it come to fruition, you need to know, what am I willing to give up right now? It might be not watching your nightly movies. It might not be, you know, going on Facebook 2 hours every night, social media, whatever, and going to the gym and do your workouts. Because maybe you have a hectic schedule. The only time you can get it in is late at night. So you might have to give up certain things to achieve this. The number 5 one I want to get to is, why are you not already at your goal? This is a big question. Those who really want to face reality and get rid of excuses, you really need to know what's holding you back. Trust me, there are some of you out there who are putting in the work, who are making the sacrifices, who probably had a number somewhere over 5, okay? Well, number 1, I commend you for taking action and really, you know, trying to create new habits, good habits, get rid of bad habits, and take the initiative to go forward. You might be caught up in, you just don't know how to get the body you want, okay? So a lot of people fall in that category. A lot of people that come work with me, it's not that a lot of them are not getting the success they want because they're not putting in the effort. It's just that they're not doing the right things. And a lot of times it can be 1, 2 little things that can really hold you back. So, but those of you who are not taking action, who are not staying consistent, who are eating good 4 days a week and then 3 bad days a week, or eating good 2 days, then 1 bad day, then 5 days, and it's just all over the place, you need to jot these things down before moving forward, because you can't possibly move forward without really knowing what's been holding you back. So those are some of the questions that you really need to be asking yourself, and really write it down before moving forward to really know what's been holding you back, what are you willing to give up, where are you currently at the moment, fitness-wise, based on your own standards, before moving forward. That gets me to my next question, which is the most important of all. Why? Your why must outweigh your how, okay? Meaning, Why do you want to achieve this goal? Okay? You need to know, and it's got to be more than just one thing to look and feel better. That's not specific enough. You got to write this down. You could even dig deeper and say, well, I'm going to feel a certain way. People are going to treat me a certain way. I'm going to have different opportunities. My self-confidence is going to be higher. I'm going to have better friends, better peer group, whatever it is. You need to know why. Why do you have to have a certain car? Why do you need to be in a relationship? Why do you need to be single? Why do you need to have a certain career path? Why do you have to live in a certain city? Why do you don't want to live in the city you currently reside in now? Why do you want to have kids? Why don't you want to have kids? These are all whys that most people are really just a ship in the ocean going with the current. They don't even understand why they're really doing certain things. You ask people, why do you work? Well, to pay the bills. Well, it's got to be bigger than that, okay? Why do you want a specific body, okay? If your why does not outweigh your how, most people are too caught up in the how. Well, how am I going to get there? I have to do too much of this. I have to do too much of that. I have to stop doing this. I can't do this. I can't hang around this person. I can't go here. They're too caught up in the how they're going to get the result instead of focusing on the why. And if the why is big enough, the how doesn't even matter. And I'm going to give you a perfect analogy and example of what I'm talking about. Let's say we have a 3-story vacant apartment complex building. And I bet you basically $100 to run up to the top of the building, 3 stories, okay, 3 flights of stairs, and there's a $100 bill waiting for you up there, and then you run on down in 3 minutes. 3 stories and down in 3 minutes. Let's make it even better. I'll give you another $100 bill waiting for you when you go up and down. So basically $200 for you to do 3 minutes of cardio. That's, even those of you who are not hard up for cash, that's really not a bad deal, okay? So most of you would say yes, correct? All right. Now, let's say that 3 flights of stairs is infested with snakes, rats, and spiders the entire way up. The rooftop, the entire 3 stories, 3 staircases is infested with snakes, rats, and spiders. Would you do it? Most of you would probably be saying, hell no, I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous. I hate maybe all 3 of those, if not at least one of them. I'm not doing it. It ain't worth $200. Okay, I would reside with you. So, let's take it one step further. Let me take your 6-month-old baby girl or baby boy and put them at the top of that on the rooftop. Now let me ask you again. Would you run up those stairs to rescue your 6-month-old child? Without a second thought, you would say, of course I would. I wouldn't even think about it. You might end up flying like Peter Pan all the way to the top and rescue them in an instant. You wouldn't even think that, because you know why? The how doesn't matter. You have a big enough why you need to do it. Okay? So if you do not have a big enough why you need to lose weight, why you need to be healthy, why you need to look a specific way, and guess what? It ain't never going to happen. Like I said earlier, what are the things that's holding you back, and jot these things down. Okay? So really write it down, and it's going to give you a much clearer understanding on how to get where you need to be and why you want to get there. Next thing I want to touch on is goal setting. Goals. Kills me how many people don't have goals. They don't write down their goals. It's one thing to say, I'll give you a good example, New Year's resolution. It's probably about the only time 99% of the public actually writes goals down, and it's almost like a Santa Claus wish list. They write them down, they put them in a drawer, like 6 months later, they're just going to reap the reward what they wrote down, okay? You need to be writing goals down on a daily basis, and you need to write down specific goals and have a deadline, okay? If you don't have a deadline, you're never going to get there. If you just start out the new year and say, well, this year I want to lose weight. Well, technically, you can drop 3 pounds and you've already met that goal because you're not specific. You need to be specific down, like I said earlier, to the inches, to the weight, to which size clothes you want to fit in, and then all the other things that come along with it. Visualize what you want to look like. And every day you need to make a journal in the morning, what you need to do today. At the end of the day, recap the day on, what went well, what didn't work. You need to know these things before moving forward. So have a strategic goal and a goal that's realistic. Get on the internet, see what's a realistic goal. If you're a 250-pound man, what's a realistic goal over 3 months? Know these things before moving forward. So that's pretty much it on this video on goal setting, the why, the must, what's holding you back, where you are currently. If you have any other questions or want to inquire about teaming up and working together and putting together a game plan for you to get to your goal, please go to bodiesbykash.com, and potentially looking forward to working with you.